Welcome to Energy Toning, where I talk about all things energy medicine, consciousness, and how to live your most healthy life. Hi everyone, welcome to Energy Toning. My name is Liz, and today I'm going to talk about a simple technique to quickly decrease your stress and anxiety with the sound of your voice as well as your fingers. I'll also talk about some additional tools you can use on top of this simple technique to get even faster results. So this technique really helps me to get my priorities straight on any given day when I might be feeling scattered or overwhelmed or struggling with making decisions. And I think deep down our innate wisdom has the answers for us, but our job is to get calm enough to hear those answers. So whether you work for yourself like me or you're just overwhelmed with trying to make important decisions and you can't quite get traction on anything because you're just feeling stress, this little simple technique can really help. So it involves using your voice to tone a sound at the same time as placing your fingertips on your forehead to feel the pulse of your blood through your skin. There are some spots on your forehead called Neurovascular Points, and when you place your fingers on them for an extended period of time, at least 5 minutes, you'll start to feel blood pulsing evenly under your fingertips. And this is a sign that the blood has been restored more evenly to the frontal lobe of the brain, which when you're stressed or overwhelmed, blood doesn't flow so well here, and this leads you to make less sound decisions or just feel scattered overall. And you have to remember also that if you are stressed or you have a sudden shock, the blood then runs down into the legs because it's getting you ready to either run, like fight or flight. It's that fight or flight reaction to stress. So at this point, we might not be thinking very straight. And so we just want to assure our body that we are safe, and this technique can help you with that. So if you are listening to this on a platform other than YouTube and you're not quite sure where exactly these neurovascular points are, they're located approximately 2 centimeters above your eyebrows. And when you press your fingers into your forehead, you'll notice the bone on your forehead dips in just a little. And this little dip is where you want to focus your fingertips and press relatively firmly. Now, when you also tone a single note at the same time as firmly resting your fingertips on these spots, you'll also speed up the process of bringing the even blood flow back to both sides of the brain. That's because toning has a relaxation response on the whole body. And it also increases nitric oxide, which has all these amazing benefits as well. So if you've been following me for a while and you've been toning in your meditations, you might like to experiment with the vocal harmonics, where you change the shape of your mouth to hear the harmonic of the fundal note. So in other words, hearing 2 notes at once. So the tone with a harmonic will sound like this. So you can hear how I'm shifting the pitch of the upper note with the shape of my mouth with the sounds or to oo to e. And you might notice that there are specific harmonics which lend themselves to feeling more relaxed in your own body when you try this. Or you might notice it results in a stronger blood pulse under your fingers. And if you do notice this, it might take a little bit of practice before you get to that level of awareness. But if you stay on that particular harmonic, you might find that that's extra beneficial for your relaxation response. So that does take a little bit of experimentation, but it's worth playing around with it. But if the harmonics are too complicated for you at this stage, just stick to one sound for now. So to begin, find the neurovascular points and press in with your 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th fingers with both hands just above the eyebrow, and then begin to make your toning sound and feel for the blood pulse under your fingers. At first, the blood pulse might feel wiry or non-existent, but after a while, you'll feel it lightly under the fingers, perhaps uneven at first, for example, stronger on one side than the other side of your head. But after a while, you'll feel it evenly under both hands into your fingers. So depending on how stressed out you are and the state of your nervous system, it could take anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes or maybe even longer to feel this even blood flow under the fingers. And if you find that your arms are getting tired, you might want to do this while resting your elbows on a table in front of you while sitting. Now, the other tools that I was going to talk about that you can use to speed up this process is to first take a few drops of a particular structured water remedy which helps to dampen any kind of stress response. And I'll leave the links below where you can check out these remedies. These drops are kind of like homeopathy, but more specific and more advanced. And you could see them as homeopathy 2.0, really. The ones I recommend are called ESR, which is short for emotional stress relief. And this is for acute situations where you've been riled up by a specific event and you want to calm down quickly. And the other one I'd recommend is CHILL, which is more for that longer term stress you might have been dealing with over an extended period of time. The other tool I wanted to mention is a Pemf device. And this stands for Pulsed Electromagnetic Field Device. And the one I use is called the NES My Health. And I'll leave links below as to where you can get more information about that or purchase it if you like. But what this device does is pulse out specific frequencies which have a positive impact on our nervous system due to its impact on our body's electromagnetic field. And the reason this works is because at our core, our body is first energy before it's matter. So just like our body and brain can be affected by harmful EMFs from phones and computers and general electromagnetic smog, so too can we be positively impacted by life-affirming frequencies which this device emits out. So this particular device has numerous uses, but one thing I like to use it for is during meditation with a setting on it such as inner peace or chill or mental clarity. So when I do this exercise, I can either take a few drops of the structured water, which has a positive impact on my electromagnetic field, thus affecting my physical well-being, or I can use the Pemf device, or both. So then I have 4 ways that I'm bringing my nervous system into more balance through pressing on the neurovascular points to improve the blood flow to my brain, on toning the sound to enhance my body's nitric oxide production, which has all sorts of positive effects, as well as affecting my body field with the Pemf device and structured water. So that's it for today. Feel free to check out the links below for more information about those tools that I mentioned. Or maybe check out the other links such as the voice scan analysis that I offer or the 7-day energy toning challenge. And if you have any questions about what I've talked about here, feel free to reach out to me via my email, which is liz@energymedicinekey.com, or comment below if you are listening on YouTube.